All right, here we go. Sunday morning Tai Chi. Gonna go back to the very basics for the new for new students that are going to be joining. Old students, it's okay to review. Let me just set my camera. Oh, my camera's fine. Okay, let's start by bringing down the heavens. Right. So we'll stand, inhaling up, exhaling down, up, exhale, up, and exhale down. Great. So we're going to start by standing, as we always do, and we're in our earth phase. So normally in the earth phase, we don't do Tai Chi. Everything that we do is low strength, low muscle. So we'll, but work at your level, right? I may go lower to give you an idea of how Tai Chi is done at this time of the year, because it'll be done differently uh, based upon the elements, which means I might go really low, but you don't need to go low. The stances we're going to be holding are going to be enough for your body. You're going to build up with a bit of a sweat. But we will go into just standing mode. Okay? So take a deep breath into the lower dantian, and then exhale, pull back that belly, with the belly button to the spine. Good. Same thing as before with all the Qigong, right? Inhaling, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. And we want to generate that heat in the lower abdomen, if you can do that. Good. Now we're going to go into our earth pose. Uh, Drop the tailbone so the knees are slightly bent, so like you're sitting on a very high stool. Hollowing the chest. Slightly dropping the chin so that the back of the head is lifted to the sky. Elongating the spine. Okay, and I'm going to ask you from time to time to hold your belly, like to hold, to contract slightly, not aggressively, but just hold your belly muscles. Because as you get older, um, this there's more muscle strength here as we are younger, and so the muscles will pull up on the belly, on the pelvis, right? As we get older, those muscles start to get weak and weak, and then we get this sort of drop back, and that's why we get these bellies, when you get
Yeah.
my age, 60 years old. So we want to be conscious of just sort of slightly, not aggressively. You don't have to aggressively do it. Just sort of, just slightly contract, dropping, and so we're getting. That's going to be a little bit of a workout in the belly, just holding it, right? Good. Deep breath in. Exhale. Okay. And then we're going to go and bring the hands up, make a triangle. And then we'll do our internal meditation. One is fun smiling, lifting the corners of the mouth to the earlobes, the right eye looking at the right ear, left eye looking at the left ear, opening up the face, open up your peripheral vision, open up around the head. Two is shu, the big toe, little toe gripping the floor. Three is tree, imagine the roots are growing from the bottom of your feet going into the good earth. And those tap roots begin to shoot down to the good earth. Four is core, those roots begin to attach to the core. And five, alive, the chi of the world rises from the core of this planet. Take a deep breath in. As you inhale, you absorb those pull of the chi of the earth up the roots to the feet to the lower dantian. Hold the breath. Energy goes to the kidneys, to the heart, armpit, exhale down to the palms. Inhale again, lower dantian. Exhale into the earth. Pull in from the earth to Lord Antian. Hold the breath. Kidneys, heart, armpit, exhale into the palms. One more time. Inhale. Exhale into the earth. Pull in from the earth to Lord Antian. Exhale into the palms. Great. Relax the hands. Keep everything where they are. I'm going to go through a process called 8 vessels. 8 vessels is really one of the more advanced techniques in Qigong. And I'll explain to you more what they are. Generally, there are 12 meridians in the body which are run along the skin. The 8 vessels are considered the meridians that are the deepest in the body, and they house the most energetic core. In fact, these vessels go from life to life. But these vessels are each in the Tai Chi movement. So I want to sort of warm up uh, using 4 of these basic movements. Okay, so if you keep the feet here where they are, I'm going to do a thing called posting. I'm going to post to one side. I'm going to make sure that this knee and this toe is in alignment. We don't want any kind of rubbing of joints. Okay, so if there's a rubbing of joint, we stop, make an adjustment, right? The muscles will be constricted, but we're going to hold. Every time we hold the position, we're inhaling into Lower Dantian, exhaling down one of the legs, pulling up and bringing it out. Okay, so I'm posting here. This whole part of my body is in alignment.
Renee, can you put the volume up a little bit? It's I can hear you, but it's still kind of quiet.
That's interesting.
Or maybe I'm using my phone and that's why.
It might be your phone. I'm all the way up, honey. It,
Okay.
it might be
Mm.
your phone. Yeah. I'll do my best. Okay. But it
Oh,
might be your phone. You may need to have uh, earplugs or something like that, so you can actually hear me in your ears.
okay.
Using
Okay. Let's try.
Yeah.
Actually, try.
Try that and see if that works. Check 1 2 1 2 3. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Much better.
Ah, good. All right.
Oh,
Perfect.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, great. All right, so let's start with this particular pose. And all these poses are actually in Tai Chi, so it's a good way just to get the blood going and get the Chi moving, the circulation going. I'm going to post to one side. I'm going to look down, make sure that my knee and my feet are in alignment, so the joints are actually, someone's coming in, Julie's coming in, so that the joints are not rubbing against each other. I'm gonna go ahead and spotlight myself because Julie is here. And 1 second, give me a second, everybody. There we go. All right. Hey, Julie. Should I have called you this morning?
No, Robbie turned my computer off last night, and when I turned it on this morning right before class, it decided it had to do all these updates.
All right. Okay. It's John is here. It's just you and I, so I'm going back to the basics. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Can you see me? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just getting some volume up.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna just review the we're gonna review the Tai Chi 13. Great. All right, so we're going into our 8 vessels stance right now, Julie. So you know where we are now. All right, so as I'm shifting over to my side, to my right side of the body, make sure that this knee and the foot, I'm saying this again, is pointing in the same direction, so there's no rubbing of the joint of the knees, right? I'm going to pick up this foot. I'm going to turn on the heel, right? This toe is pointing at this toe. The calf is stretching, right? My hips are straight. I'm going to widen my stance so you can see, because you can't really see with these clothes. This is straight this way. This is pointing in that direction, okay? This calf is stretched. This knee is bent. This knee is straight. So try to get this position here, hold, and make sure this whole area here on the right side of your body is flat. It's almost like you're up against the wall. From the head down to the back of the head, down to the ankle, this is at an angle. You're basically turning your body into an isosceles triangle if you had, what is it, 8th grade geometry? Yeah, so just flat here, and angle there, if that makes sense. Great. So if I'm holding this position, I'm going to bring the hand up, and I'm embracing the heart. The hips will be straight. The top torso is going to turn. And I'm just going to hold this position, right? Then I'm going to inhale into the lower dantian, exhale down into the earth to the front foot, because we just rooted. Inhale from the earth to the lower dantian, bring the energy up, and exhale, imagine you breathing into your palms. Okay, she's going to spread the heat around. So inhaling, exhale into the earth. Inhale from earth to lower dantian. Exhale into the palms. Inhale again. Exhale. Inhale from the earth to the lower dantian. Exhale into the palms. One more time. Inhale. Exhale into the earth. Pull in from the earth to the lower dantian. Exhale into the palms. So we are twisting. This whole area is twisted. I'll show you a front version. Right? Good. Here's the side. Good. 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 Now we're going to go to the other side. Get used to shifting back and turning on the heel. Turn on the heel. This is a key piece in Tai Chi, right? Put the foot down, shift to the other foot. Be conscious, making sure that this knee and this foot and this big toe are in alignment, right? That means that the joint in the knee is not going to be twisting, okay? Pick up the right foot, turn on the heel, which turns my body. My chest is going to be flowing this way. And then hold position. Grip the floor with the feet. Inhaling into the lower dantian, exhaling into the earth down the front foot. And inhaling up to the lower dantian, exhale into the hands. Right, then we're going to shift that back foot, turn on the heel. That brings the body forward. So you'll find in the Tai Chi that we practice, that I've been taught, which I think is really, really important, everything begins with the feet. If I shift, if I want to turn my body, everything comes from the feet. I turn my foot, which turns the body. I turn my foot, which turns the body. This is an important piece in Tai Chi, right? Right. So the foot actually controls where the body goes. Because in Tai Chi, people will tend to use their hands. You see a lot of hand movements and really beautiful hands, but the feet are not engaged at all. They're not really engaging with footwork. All right, so next we're going to go into standing in ba, right? So bring the feet in. Now this time my belly is going to stretch. My hip bone is going to go down. My tailbone is going to go up. My back is going to be arching. This is also an important stance in Tai Chi. Everything Tai Chi begins, a lot of it begins with this position here. They call it Ba because the foot positions represent the drawing of the letter 8. 8 means Ba. So if I were to take my pencil and make a dip here and a dip there, that would be 8. So it's standing in Ba, standing in 8. Ba stance, or 8 stance. Great. Shoulder blades are touching. Hands come out. Pull the fingers back. Hold. And I'm inhaling through the palms of the hands into the lower dantian. Exhaling into the earth to the feet. Pull in from the earth to the feet to lower dantian. Exhale into the palms again. And back and forth. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Up the earth to lower dantian. Straighten the elbows. Elbows are straightened. Straighten the elbows. Yeah, make them straight. Exhale. Shoulder blades are touching. Inhale. Exhale. And my back is arched. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Great. Now embrace the heart. Bring the hands together. And this time we're going to open the shoulder blades. Yeah, just like that. Inhaling. Exhale into the earth. Pulling from the earth to lower dantian. And exhale into the hands. Great. Now we're going to do a thing called twisting like rope. Gonna turn this other foot out in this position, right? This foot is gonna keep its same angle as I bring it in front. Now, my heel is gonna be up here, right? So the ball of the foot is making contact. I'm twisting. And the front hand is going to turn the heavens. The back hand is gonna turn the earth, okay? And I'm just going to load the thighs, slowly go down, loading the thighs. So, and be mindful of what's happening. We want to emphasize, it's your first time doing it, emphasize holding that twisting motion, right? If you're advanced, we can go down lower. And we're inhaling up and down the front leg to the earth. Inhaling into the lower dantian. Exhaling into the earth. Pulling from the earth, lower dantian.
We're inhaling up and down which leg?
The front leg, always the front leg.
Only, okay. And exhaling the same leg, through the same leg or the both legs?
That is correct. That is correct. Yes.
Which one? The one or the both?
All
The
right.
front?
We're inhaling into the lower dantian, exhaling down the front leg into the earth. Pull in, front leg to the earth. Inhaling and go into the hands. So yeah, if it's your first time doing it, don't worry about it. It takes practice. All right? It's just enough to hold it. That's fine. Right? Great. Let's let that one go. And go the opposite side. This foot is going to be pointing in this direction. This foot is going to kick over. This is going to be at an angle, right? Now shift all the way to that front foot. And now my heel is pointing to the sky. The ball of my feet is making contact with the earth. The front hand is going to turn the heavens. So the thumb is pointing at the camera. The bottom hand is going to turn the earth. The thumb is pointing at your belly button, right? And then slowly just, yeah, like this, here, and then there. Like I've got peanut butter. I'm taking peanut butter out of a jar for the bottom hand.
Mm.
This one goes to the camera. This goes to the belly button. Yep, just like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and just like bend the thighs, right? So you don't have to go very low for this one. We're just warming up the body, warming up the joints. In many cases, in some cases, I've talked to people who said they couldn't do Tai Chi anymore because their knees would be weakened, and I'm pretty convinced that you can wear and tear on the cartilage in the knees, basically. So you want to keep them lubricated by just holding these positions, right? And you should, if you're feeling the heat in the body, that's perfectly fine. That means there's blood and chi moving all over the system, including the knees. Great. Relax. Come back. All right. Next, we're going to learn to stand on one foot. So I'm going to shift my weight to one foot, lift, and just see if you need a wall or a chair. Go ahead and use the wall or the chair. But go ahead and just bring one foot up, hold it, right? Now I'm gonna, so if my right foot is up, my right hand is up, palming the heavens, and the other one is palming the earth, right? And if it's your first time, just hold the position, right? If you're advanced, bring it up, and then you can twist. Down, other side, up, good, palm the heaven, palm the earth. Sometimes at an angle. Relax down. Good, and then wide stance, take a wide stance here. Because now we're really utilizing these muscles. Gonna shift and hold, so top hand is gonna be above the head. This is gonna be right by the belly button. It's called riding the tiger. So wide stance, we're in a side stance, right? This knee is straight, this knee is bent. Yep, just like that, holding. And above the head, and this by the belly button. Just like that. Yeah. I can see you on your phone, Jana, because I probably look really tiny. Okay. Now we'll do the other side. I'm just going to shift right now, and then shift the hands. Yeah, that's it. There are transitions into these things, but this is just what I get to the Tai Chi movement. Great. Now the last one we're going to do is dotting. So I'm going to shift all the weight to this one foot, right? Bend the knee. This foot, there's no weight on this foot. So I'm really holding all the weight on this leg, and there's no weight on this leg. I'm just touching, right? And I'm just gonna bring one hand up and hold, fingers pointing to the sky, pushing, and push the palms forward, right. And you're really gonna feel it in the thigh. Right? Shift to the other side. It's going to shift over, same thing as before. All right? So this leg doesn't have any weight. All weight's on the back leg. push the palms forward. And we can set. Perfect. Shake it out. Shake it out. Great. And then let's twist. Great. And forward. Perfect. All right, Tai Chi 13. Tai Chi 13 is the basis of all Tai Chi, depending upon, it doesn't matter which Tai Chi that you do, Yang or Chen style, 108 or 48. There's all these different Tai Chi styles. They do the same movement, they just have them in different orders. But this particular style is Tai Chi 13 is the nucleus of all the different systems, and it's sort of like the keys on the guitar string or the piano, and it's pretty easy to learn. So it's called Tai Chi 13 because it's 8 and 5, which equals to 13. It's the 8 arm expressions, right? And the 5 directions. Yeah, I know the dog is here. Good, good. So let's work the feet back first, okay? And we're gonna start off with what we just ended. Put all the weight in this one foot and dot. Good. Now next I'm gonna step. This is number 1. All right. Next I'm going to do is called a C step. I'm gonna make an opening between my feet for a good foundation. I'm gonna step out, heel to the floor, and then step. And notice that there is a opening here. I'm not like this, where there's no balance. I'm here, where there is good rooted. Perfect. Then I'm going to push back and push forward. Great. Come back to the center. I'm going to open up the legs, go down, then I'm going to come up. Yep. And so this movement is just down and up. That's it, right? Next, here's where it becomes tricky. Remember I said you have to, you're gonna shift your weight back and shift the weight back to the heel. Make sure that the foot here is up, right? I'm gonna turn this heel pointing at this foot, which is the first thing we just did, this movement here, right? Same thing. And my back will be to you, but I'm going to go at an angle so you can actually see me. Normally, no, we could do it like this position. Great. Now I'm going to shift back, right? And all the weight is on this back foot, and then I'm going to dot. Great. Then I'm going to C-step out, heel with the other opposite foot, heel hits the ground, press the gas, and I'm in this position here. Good. Then I'm going to go back to the beginning. I'm going to shift the weight back, and slowly, as best as you can, bring the foot and dot. Good. Now, let's go in this direction. I'll give you a side view, the opposite one, right? Gonna C-step, out. Heel hit the ground. Press the gas. Good. Shift back. Shift front. Come to center. Down. Spread the legs. Then up. Good. Rock back. Peel the toe. Turn the toe, which turns the body. Yeah. Shift back and dot. Good. Now C step out, heel hits the toe, hits the ground, step on the gas. And this leg is bent, this leg is straight, and pull back and dot. Good. And then we're going to go this direction. C step, heel hits the ground, press the gas. Good. Shift back, shift front. Come to center, up, down, and then up. Peel the toe. Turn the toe, which turns the chest. Good. Shifting back. Dot. And set. Great, check it out. So that's the footwork, right? And it's just 5 directions. Basically, I'm stepping forward, I'm coming back and forward, I go down, I come up, I peel the toe, I turn the toe, which turns the body. Now my back is to you, and I dot, and then I C-step out, back, then I shift back again. Then I C-step out again, this way, back, front, down, up, peel the toe, turn the toe, turns the body, this position here, dot. Then C-step, back, and then dot. So that's basically it for the footwork. Okay? So the key piece in the footwork is this. And what makes Tai Chi, what makes or breaks your Tai Chi is how well your feet are actually active in the practice. So in the cultivation, because I'm just not shifting back. I'm actually pushing my big toe into the earth and shifting all the way to my heel. And then when I go forward, I'm pushing my big toe into the earth and relaxing my big toe and shifting all the way to the front heel. So we'll get, yeah, no, so you're like, what? Yeah, so Tai Chi is more than just the beautiful arms. The feet are doing this sort of pushing on the earth at the same time. And you're doing it right when your feet get really hot. That's when your Tai Chi is doing good. That, I believe, is going to help with the strengthening of the knees. Because people are doing a lot of these movements going really low, and when you're young and you can do all this stuff, and then you're like, oh wow, look at this, oh wow, hey, look at that, and then you get older, and next you know, the knees lose cartilage, right? Because there's so much emphasis on this low stance. So, but if you're learning how to pump fluid through the system, then the chi and the blood will bring nutrients to the cartilage within the knees. So that's my basic theory. We'll see what happens when I'm 80. Hope we read that far. Okay? Yeah. So anyway, so that's basically it. All right? Now let's look over the hands real fast. This is called, first of all, make a ball. Right? Good. So the elbow that's facing that direction is the direction that you're going to be going. All right? So if my elbow's here, I'm going to be unfurling the ball and pushing this direction. Yeah. So this one is called warding off. So I'm here. I'm pushing. So this hand is pointing at my knuckle. The palm is here. The back of the hand is in front. Yeah. It's called warding off. Good. Good. So go back to spinning the ball. Just don't worry about the feet right now. Just get the hands. Great. And I believe you need to switch your hands, Jana. Yes. Because I'm going to unspin the ball this way. So top hand is going to go to the bottom, and the bottom hand is going to go to the top. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So let's try it again. Roll the ball. Good. And this bottom hand is going to shift and press. Yeah, like that. Excellent. And then my dark skin might be camouflaging what I'm doing. Good. Excellent. Then we're going to do a thing called rolling back. So just bring the hands here and just roll back. After I finish rolling back, I'm going to take my back hand and put it on the crease of my wrist, like this. Yep. And then I'm going to push. Exactly. Let's go back to spinning the ball. Good. Unroll the ball into warding off. So the back hand is here. Back hand's in front, bottom hand, the front hand, yes. Rolling back. Roll it back. Put the back hand on the crease of your wrist, chop, and then press. Excellent. Next is going to be grasping, right? I'm going to reach up and I'm going to grasp. And I'm going to bring my elbows to my rib cage. Yeah, and on the inside. And then I'm going to push. Good. Excellent. Let's go back to the beginning with the ball. Huh? Yeah, ball. Good. Bottom hand is shifting. Top hand is shifting. They're switching places. Warding off. Rolling back. Put the hand in the crease where the wrist is. And push. Reach up, grasp. Bring the hands down, elbows to the rib cage, and push. Excellent. Now here's the transition point. This is where it gets funky. Over the rainbow. So the hands go over the rainbow to the opposite side. Great. Then I'm going to do a thing called monkey picks the fruit. The left hand is going to come to the bottom. The left hand is going to make like I'm picking fruit from a bowl. Yeah. And the elbow is going to go back. So this hand's going to stay. This hand is going to chop forward. Good. And then I'm going to go back to spin the ball. Yeah. Now, we're going to do the same thing, but in the different direction. Wherever my elbow is pointing at, that's the direction that we're going to be moving in. Okay? So the bottom hand is going to come up and switch places with the top hand as if you have a ball that you're unrolling. Warding off. This time the opposite direction. Great. Rolling back. Hands come back. And we're going to put the hands in the crease of the wrist. And I'm going to press. Great. Then I'm going to reach up and grab. Bring the elbows to the rib cage. And push. Excellent. So now, over the rainbow, the other side. Over the rainbow to the opposite side. Good. Your right hand is going to make a plate. The left hand is going to pick berries. Monkey picks fruit. Good. Bring the elbow back. Bottom hand is going to chop the air. Great. And we're going to go ahead and make that ball again. So that's basically the 8 movements of the hands, right? 5 directions for the feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically. And the hand. So let's put the hands and feet together, okay? And it'll make sense with the hand movements. I'm gonna go to the side so that it'll be better to follow me if I give you a profile. I'm spinning the ball. Your right hand's on the bottom, left hand on the top. I'm going to dot. I'm in the starting position. This thigh is getting the workout, everybody. I'm going to C-step and place the heel on the ground, right? When I press the heel, I'm going to press the gas, my hands are going to switch places to warding off. So the top hand, the back hand is facing, the bottom hand, the palm is facing. Good, good. Let's go back to that spinning the ball. That's right. See, step, heel to the ground, press the gas, warding off. That's right. Now rolling back. Rolling back. Put the hand in the crease. And make sure that you're pushing first. The body goes first and then the hands go later. Great. Reaching up, grasping, right? As I bring my elbows to my rib cage, I'm bending down. I'm bending the knees, going down. Good. As I straighten the knees slightly, the hands are going to push. Great. Great. Let's go back to spinning the ball to the beginning. Gonna see step, heel hit the ground first. When I press the gas, gonna slowly shift into warding off. I'm gonna push the foot into the earth first, and then the hands are going to follow. Put the hands in the crease, and then press. Great. Reaching up, grasping. Bring the elbows to the rib cage and bend the knees. Body goes down. Knees come up. I push forward. Great. Now over the rainbow. Before I do over the rainbow, I'm going to shift back and peel that front toe. Remember I said earlier that when you shift the toe, it turns the chest? That's your over the rainbow. So turn the foot, which goes over the rainbow. Good. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'd like to say I'm spinning the ball here, right? To pick. So I'm just going to go, whoop, switch the hands, plates here, berries here, right? So at the same time, now I'm going to shift back and spin the ball. So by the time this top hand is on the bottom, this foot and this hand work together. Boom. Yes. Elbow comes back. Great. Then I'm going to C-step first, make contact with the earth, press the gas, and this hand is going to chop the air. Called single whip. And when you do your single whip, make sure that we're not doing like a chicken wing. It's out, out. Better to go out and then relax the elbow. People tend to do this with it. It's like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. We don't want Tyrannosaurus Rex. Out at least, right? Good. Perfect. Now we do the opposite side. I'm going to spin the ball. As I spin the ball to this position, I'm going to bring this leg back. So I'm going to shift first, bend the knee, and then this foot and this hand come together, right? Good. Yes, Jana, that's right. Then we're going to do the opposite side. C step, heel hits the ground first. Press the gas. As I press the gas, I'm warding off. Bottom hand comes forward. Next, I'm going to roll back, shift. I'm going to push my big toe into the earth, right? And go back. Hit the crease. So the backhand hits the crease. That's right. Shift forward, and this is pressing. Then reaching up, grabbing. Bend the knees as I bring the elbows to rib cage. Extend the knees first and then pushing off. Over the rainbow, first thing you do is you shift back, you peel that front toe. Turn the toe on the heel, which is over the rainbow. I'm going to shift back. I'm spinning the ball. Shift back as I do monkey picks the fruit. And this hand and this foot come together at the same time. Then I'm going to C step out. Press the gas. Chop the air into single whip. Extend the elbow. Chop. Then work back, slowly work back. Same position this time. C step, hit the floor, slowly, very slowly, and controlled, warding off. Now, I'm doing more of a lunge. Grandmaster keeps his base, I think, for the most part. So you can do a lunge, or you can do it in the middle. It doesn't matter, as long as you're engaging the quads and the glutes, pulling up, holding the belly, right? I'm going to shorten mine a little bit. I'm rolling back. Chopping the wrist and pressing forward. Good. Reaching up, grasping, bending the knees. This is the workout, everybody. It's the Tai Chi workout. And straighten the knees first, and then pushing the hands. Pull the fingers back. Good. Shift back and peel the front toe. Turn that toe, which turns the body. Shift the weight back. I'm going to spin my ball. And as soon as I get this hand here, this foot in this hand, have to hit. Good. C step and chop the air. Great. Now let's do it. Let's do the practice facing the camera. You all facing me. So how do we transition? Because we were able to do back and forth. Now you have to do this way and that way, because the concept of Tai Chi 13 is being in the center and going in the four directions. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is this foot. I'm going to have this foot is faced in this direction. I can't do Tai Chi with this foot here. It's going to put too much pressure on my meniscus. So I'm going to take that foot on the heel and then turn it to 45 degrees. Right? So it's 45 degrees this way. This hand and this foot work together. This hand is going to come down. It's going to switch. It's going to come this way. And this foot is going to go back into this same spot, and we're spinning the ball. So let's go back to that. So work that transition. Here. Let's go here. Great. Turn that foot 45 degrees, because we're going to go in that direction. Shift. This hand So you'll notice the thighs are getting a good workout here, but this hand and this foot work together, right? C step, hit the ground, and then warding off. Good. So the top hand, the back of the hand is showing, the top hand, Jana. Yes, yes. And have this hand underneath. Yes, underneath. I've got no, stay where everybody. Notifications are blocking the camera. Sorry about that. That's better. That's better. Yes. Yes, that's warding off. Good. So now I'm going to roll back. Roll back first. Put the hand in the crease. And then shift forward, and I'm pressing. Good. Up, straighten my spine, reach up, grab. I bend the knees as I bring the elbows to the ribcage. Good. And I'm going to push as I straighten the knees. Then I'm going to peel that first toe as I go back. I turn the toe, go over the rainbow. I'm going to go to the side so you can see me what I'm doing. Because normally I would be here, right? But you won't be able to see me. Shift back. Monkey picks fruit. Yeah. Then C step here. And now this, normally my back would be to you, so I'm just going to go at an angle so you can actually see what I'm doing. Good. Now I'm going to spin the ball as I roll it back. Now we're going to go that direction. I'll go at an angle so you can just follow me. C step, left heel hits the ground, press the gas, warding off, rolling back, press the hand in the crease, here, press, reaching up, grabbing, bring the elbows to the rib cage, bend the knees, straighten the knees, and push with the hands. Pull the fingertips back. Okay. Shift to the back leg, peel that front toe, peel the foot, turn on the heel, which is over the rainbow. Okay. Shift back, I'm going to spin the ball. Now I'm facing you, we're facing each other again. So you should mirror me. So yeah, Jana, yeah, there you go. I know that it's in your little teeny phone like this. Yeah, you'll get it eventually. And then this is monkey picks the fruit here. Monkey picks the fruit. C step, and then chop the air. Good. And since we finished, bring the feet together and set. Great. All right. So key thing about the okay. Here's the thing about Tai Chi, basically all martial arts. Okay, because Tai Chi is a martial art. It's an internal martial art. At one point it was in China. It was one of the most advanced, devastating martial arts, and if applied correctly in the given situation, it can be pretty brutal. Like a Tai Chi expert that knows what they're doing and they're young and spry, it's pretty devastating. But notice that when we walk like this, right? Make sense? Can you see that? Jana, you see that? Right? Think about the martial arts like this. They walk like a monkey. So when you're doing Tai Chi, I want you to think about how you're coordinating the hands forward and then rolling back. So this position is always there. Okay. Now, the slower you do Tai Chi, I just lost Jana. Am I still spotlit, Julie?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Maybe she'll jump back on. The people that are doing Tai Chi in the late summer are really working their thighs. So they're really going, hey kitty, low. So you can see the workout that they're doing here. Oops, let's go this way. They're really working thighs. They're really working low. Okay? You don't need to do that for our age. Even that was a lot for me at 60, you know? So, but it's enough for me just to hold the position. And the slower that I do the movement, if I do the movement really slow, it's a workout in and of itself, right? If I go really slow, because I have to hold and control these positions, which actually takes energy. I have to focus on balance. So, like a typical Tai Chi form, you know, should take at least 30 minutes, right? So that's the key piece. So when you're doing your Tai Chi 13 or 24, go as slow as you can, right? Don't worry about going low, right? I mean, if you want to, you can spread these out a little bit more, but go really slow. And there's no tension. You don't have to do any tension, right? The fact that you're lifting your hands and slowly moving them, that actually creates sort of a pump in the bloodstream. The um, the capillaries and everything are getting flow. You can, that's why you can feel all the heat being generated. So this itself is a workout, right? And being able to slowly control bringing everything back into its same position. Roll. And you pause there because she's coming back. What time is it anyway? Hey, Jana, we lost you, huh? Hey, Jana. Okay. I'm still spotlit. Okay, good. Hey, Jana, welcome back.
Yes, yes, yeah. Hi, my phone was overheating. So.
Oh, okay. Well, as I was saying earlier, the concept of martial arts is monkey walking. That's why you're always going to see everything is in alignment. It's for protective reasons. Because in boxing, they're like this. They're boxing like this. The only martial art that does that is capoeira, where they jingle like this. That's the only martial art that does that, right? But the other martial arts is very controlled. So this foot and this hand work together. This foot and this hand work together. There are times when there is a cross when we're going back, right? But don't worry about that right now. So when you are working these things out, just know this foot and this hand come together. They stop at the same time. But when you start, this foot goes first, and the domino effect is when I forgot to say it. When I place this here, it's going to be here on the wrist. As I push the gas, the domino effect comes from here all the way up through the chest, through the arms. So everything is coming from the earth, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So if I'm pushing, so I'm not going to go hands first and go. The body's going to go first. And then as I push off here, the body's going to initiate. The feet will always initiate the movement. And the slower you do this, the greater workout you're going to get. You have to hold the position, hold the muscles. So take your time and go real slow. Okay? That makes sense?
Yeah, it's difficult though. Coordination, it's very difficult.
Yeah. Well, the Tai Chi is a cultivation art because, Qigong is all about the energy and getting the Qi flowing and feeling good and all that kind of good stuff. Then there's the building up of the infrastructure, which we also will be doing. The Tai Chi 13 is the beginning phase of what we call cultivation, and we are setting up the wiring in the system, the nervous system. We are seeking to upgrade the nervous system by giving the body specific tasks that require a bit more high definition, right? As opposed to just walking and eating, right? We all can walk, right? But can you walk and
No, I can't.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so that's also part of Qigong. That's why Tai Chi is really important, because what we're doing is we're learning to upgrade the system. Now we've got to use consciousness, because a lot of times human beings don't like their bodies, and so we're trying to get out of our bodies through video games and through fantasies and through TV and whatnot. Because the body can be a struggle for people, but we have to be in the body and learn how to coordinate with the information is running through the nervous system. So it's all an upgrade, right? And that
Mhm.
bumps up the activation in your chi, because the chi and the mind work together in the brain. Hope that makes sense.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, great. Okay, so before I let you go, just a little bit of reminder, warding up. Let's do this here. Take the pulse, warding off, rolling back, pressing, down, push. This foot and this hand over the rainbow. Monkey picks the fruit. C-step. Single whip. Same position here. Warding off, rolling back, pressing. I know you can't see it, but my feet are really busy. I'm doing it just real fast so that you have a clean, more of a clean system of what it actually looks like, right? But if you follow this video, the way that I'm breaking it down, go really slow. That's the workout. All right. Eventually, for next year, we go fast. That's for fire. Tai Chi. That kind of stuff. Then, yeah. Anyway, Julie knows. Julie's she got this kind of stuff. So anyway, any questions with any of that? Yeah, well, then thank you for joining me. I'm gonna hit the anti-record button and see folks next week.